If you want to catch the most bullish period of time for crypto and have the least amount of risk, you want to pay attention to the copper to gold ratio, because historically over the last 2 cycles, and probably the first cycle as well, when the copper to gold bottoms, that's also been the exact bottom for altcoins and the best time to be entering into the market, where you really didn't have to hold through a lot of bearish price action. Maybe some sideways consolidation for a few months, but that's it. So in 2016, September, the copper to gold ratio bottomed, and that was also the exact bottom for altcoins. As I said before, there was some sideways accumulation, but after that, we saw a massive explosion for altcoins as the copper to gold went up. Then the cycle after that, 2020, this chart, copper to gold, bottomed in April, and that was also the exact bottom for the altcoins. Now, if you go look at a lot of individual coins, they didn't really do much from pretty much March of 2020 all the way till, towards the end of Q3, but you still were catching the bottom. And then after that, there was a massive explosion for alts. As this chart continued to push up, we saw the entire crypto market absolutely explode. So what I'm trying to say is, when this chart bottoms above, it is the best time to buy altcoins. Now, sure, you're probably not going to immediately see 10x gains if you buy here when these charts are bottoming, but you're still probably going to catch the bottom or a price very close to that. And if you look at this current cycle, 2026, as I was saying a couple months ago, copper to gold was making its bottom back in February and March. And if you look at the altcoins chart, that was also the bottom for this, and it's been going up since then. Now, as I said, for the previous cycles, we saw pretty much sideways accumulation for several months, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens this time around, where we see Bitcoin make its first initial move, and then altcoins start to follow, maybe sometime in Q4 of 2026 of this year.